the number of meetings I have to attend have pretty much skyrocketed compared to back when I was a student. I think this is something that's normal, that's common for academic staff. I mean, you have your department meetings, you have your societal meetings, and of course you have your research meetings and supervision meetings. And that last one, the research and supervision meetings, it depends also on how many research groups you are a part of. So currently I am part of 3 or 4 research groups. So every week there are meetings. Department meetings for teaching purposes are also quite common. Meetings nowadays also tend to be a good mix between physical meetings and online meetings. And I believe this is something that is a consequence of the pandemic that we've been going through for the past 2-3 years. So during that time, of course, all meetings had to be digital. All meetings had to be online because you couldn't meet in person. And now that things are going back to normal, of course, physical meetings have returned. But I noticed that many people are also much more receptive to having online meetings, even when physical meetings are an option. So like for example in academics, meetings with people from other departments or people from other faculties, especially people from other universities, those are usually held online, which makes it easier. Everybody can just attend from wherever they are. But some of my research group meetings with people from within the same faculty, those are also online sometimes, even though physical meetings are an option. And I quite like it. I like the flexibility of online meetings, being able to join from wherever you are, having the flexibility of joining on your phone if you're on the move, and also being able to multitask. So like when you are online in a meeting, you have the flexibility to also do other work at the same time. So yeah, I think that going through that pandemic has made people aware that online meetings are a viable option and that we don't always have to have physical meetings. So that's something that I think is quite good. I've never really appreciated meeting minutes in the past. As a student, I never took minutes of my own whenever I had research meetings. But now, as a staff member who is active in multiple different research groups, I've found that having meeting minutes are indeed very useful. Not only does it help you recall previous discussions in previous meetings and decisions that were made, but it's also a good way for you to keep track of any tasks you have to do before the next meeting. And especially with monthly meetings where there's a big gap between meetings, is good for keeping track of tasks and keeping you refreshed before the next meeting. If you are a student, a postgraduate student, I would highly recommend that you take meeting minutes. Not just notes, notes are for yourself, proper minutes, because then you can share those minutes with your supervisor and any other members of your research group, and this will greatly reduce the amount of misunderstandings or arguments in the future. When everybody has the minutes of previous meetings, everything is in black and white, everybody would have read it. So yeah, it's a great way to prevent miscommunication in the future. So that'll be it for this short video. Let me know if you have any other thoughts about academic meetings, and thanks for watching. If you are a student, a postgraduate student, I would highly recommend